Good morning, class 1. Children, I think you all are keeping well. Today we will do the revision of English literature. Okay, we will do the revision of English literature in this class. Children, we have already completed our syllabus for Unit Test 1. So today we will do the revision of chapter 3 from this book. Right? Revision of chapter 3. Now see, this is your book, as you all know, that Mulberry, New Mulberry, right? So here what we will do chapter 3 today, and we have already completed chapter 3, right? But we will revise it once again. Okay. Now open your book at page number 34, 34, 34. We'll do page number 34 now. See, here the chapter's name is The Old Man and His Son. What is the name of the chapter? The Old Man and His Son. Right. Now, we know that in this chapter we read about an old man. Okay. A man who is not young, very old. Okay. He had three sons. Right, how many sons he had three sons. Now in from the chapter, question may come like this: how many sons did the old man have? Then you have to write, the old man has three sons. The old man has three sons. Right. Now the old man had three sons. They did not love each other. The three sons, the brothers, okay, the three sons, they did not love each other. Okay, they always used to fight with each other. They kept fighting all the time. This made the old man very sad. And as a result of this, the old man was very sad because his sons kept on fighting. Children, is it good to fight with your siblings, with your brothers and sisters? No, not at all, right? So if you fight with your younger brother or elder sisters, brothers, then what happen? Your parents become very sad, right? So one day the old man, come to page number 35. One day the old man called his son. The old man was very sad and he called his sons. He brought a bundle of sticks, and then he brought a bundle of sticks. Means number of sticks are tied together. See, you can see the picture of the old man on page number 35, and he is carrying a bundle of sticks. See, number of sticks together. Okay, more than 4-5 sticks. He tied together all the sticks. This old man. Then, okay, he said, here is a bundle of sticks, break the bundle. Then he asked the brothers, means his sons, to break the bundle. Then he gave his sons the bundle of stick to break. Okay, each of the sons, they tried to break the bundle, but they could not. Now he said that take this bundle and try to break it. Okay, then each of the son, three of them separately, they tried to break the bundle, but none of them could break the bundle. Then the old man, what he did, he untied the bundle. Now he untied the bundle of sticks, and then he gave one stick to each of the son. Then he took out one stick, 3 sticks from the bundle, and give one stick to each of the son. And then he asked his son to break the bundle. Now what happened? Now they broke the bundle the stick very easily. Okay. Now what happened? The old man said, my boys, you have seen that you cannot break the stick when they are tied with a string. So he said that, now see children, I want to teach you a lesson. He wanted his sons to teach a lesson. Okay. So he did that. Okay. Then he told his son that, see children, when I gave you the bundle of stick together to break, then you could not, none of you could break it. Then, but you can break it when I separated them. When I separated the bundle, then you could break it very easily. This is the strength of unity. This is the strength of unity. What does it mean? It means that when we are united, when we have a bonding among ourselves, nobody can harm us. Okay, nobody can harm us. If we are disunited, if we start to live separately, if we are not united, okay, then anybody can come and harm you, right? Any outsider may come and harm you. Okay, but if you are united, no one can harm you easily. It is very difficult to harm us when we are united. So this is the unity, this is the strength of unity. Then if you are united, nobody will ever able to harm you. So do not fight with each other. So he asked his son not to fight with each other. Try to live in peace. So if you are united, you can live peacefully because no outsider can come and harm you. So do not fight among yourself. Try to live in peace. Then you can live happily. Okay, so this is the lesson, gist of the lesson, the old man and his son. I hope you have understand it properly. And from here, if I have given you the question answer of this chapter also, question answers and fill in the blanks also. I have give fill in the blanks, I mean the quick answers, everything I have given to you. Now if any question come from this chapter, I think you can write the answers well, right? Suppose the question may come like this: how many sons did the old man have? So you have to write the old man has 3 sons, isn't it? Now if what had the old man brought? What had the old man brought? Flowers? Chocolates? No. He brought what? He brought a bundle of sticks. The old man brought a bundle of sticks. Then, what broke easily? What broke easily? A single stick broke easily. Isn't it? Then you may get true false like the old man. Say, put a tick against the statement that are true and put a cross against the statement those are false. So if I say the old man had 10 sons, then is it correct? No. Then you will cross the statement. So the old man could not break the bundle of stick. So this is wrong because he has never tried to break it. He gave his sons to break the bundle, right? Now the old man told his son to be united. Yes, it is true. He told his son to be united, isn't it? So these are true false. Here there are 4 true false. So from inside also, if I give the old man has 10 sons, then don't get nervous. You just reflect back what you have learned, then you will put a cross because you know that the old man had 3 sons. Okay, so why do you think the old man wanted to teach his sons about unity? Why? Because they kept on fighting always, right? That's why he wanted to teach him a lesson of unity. Teach him the lesson of unity. So this is all about chapter 3. Right. Now if I give you to give one and many, come to page number 38. If there is one pen, we say pen. If there are more than one pen, we say pens. Right. If there is one boy, we say boy. It is one means singular. Then if it is plural, means when there are more than one thing, we call it plural, but it is this word is not used in your class. So one and many, you know now. If there is one pen, we say pen. If there is more than one, then we say pens. Isn't it like boy, boys, monkey, monkeys, tree, trees, book, books, cap, caps, leg, legs, right? So this is one and many. So today we will stop here. If you have any confusion, you can ask me. No problem. Whatever will become in the exam, that is already done in the class. Thank you.